Hey everyone, it's Mike. I review nootropics, and I'm reviewing Cognetics during this video because a lot of you have really pointed out this nootropic blend as being one of the best. For the record, I am not sponsored by Cognetics, but I've been taking it now for, you can say, 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to break down the product entirely, and stay tuned to the end of the video where I'm going to share with you how this ranks versus other nootropic blends, and I'm also going to share with you a discount code if you want to go ahead and try it yourself. Now, what is Cognetics? It's a nootropic blend. What they've done is they've formulated a product with 9 different ingredients. So this saves you the trouble of you going ahead and getting your own nootropics one by one and being concerned if they're having wrong interactions. They've simply put everything all in one. They've only got this product here, and that's what makes it such that you know they definitely have some nice research behind how effective it's going to be. Improve memory, increase learning ability, increase motivation, and enhance overall brain function. They then go on to say it will help you smash through your to-do list. So nice solid summaries on each ingredient. They've even got the benefits listed along with the research back study. Now let's take a look at the ingredients themselves. The first being lion's mane at 500 milligrams. Lion's mane is the one thing that you can say is responsible for you actually feeling smarter. You'll find that when you're taking it, you're generally more curious about everything. You don't need to fake an interest in people. Suddenly you're interested in people and different material. You'll feel present, you'll feel very creative. It's kind of that feeling you get like post-meditation. If you know what I mean, you've meditated and then you finish your meditation feeling this wonderful space of clear-mindedness and like nice fluid thought. I've honestly talked so much about lion's mane on this channel. I think I grew my channel off of lion's mane video. Do check out this video here. I tried lion's mane and it changed my life. I think that's got over 50,000 views. This is a really great nootropic, and I would say this is what makes Cognetics different in a really good way because of this specific nootropic. Second, Ginkgo Biloba. You can make the argument that this is probably the most popular supplement out there for enhancing cognition. It's been used by a lot of students over the years. What's it going to do? It's going to improve the brain's oxygen supply. You generally just feel more healthier and kind of balanced when you're taking it. So this is a good solid ingredient, and they've also got it in a good dose. As we move on, we've got tyrosine. Tyrosine, what is it? It's an amino acid that's really going to help you with focus. It's relatively safe. It's not man-made. It's found in chicken breast, it's found egg whites, and I think Cognetics, they made a really good decision by having tyrosine as part of this nootropic blend, because this is really what's going to give you that energetic, that pick-me-up, not only when it comes to like helping with mental fatigue, but physical energy as well. Sometimes you'll take tyrosine and just want to go for a run 20 minutes afterwards. I'm using tyrosine all the time. I'm taking it for work. I'm also taking it pre-workout, and I think that they nailed it with this dose over here. They could have added a little bit more, but I think 350 milligrams is good considering that this is a product for being more productive. It's not a product designed around you getting a better workout, because if I'm using tyrosine to get a better workout, I'm typically taking like 750 milligrams to 1 gram, but I think 350 milligrams is a good dose. Next ingredient we've got is alcar, also known as acetylcarnitine. What is it used for? It helps the brain utilize fat for fuel and give you more energy. Our bodies and our brains are very efficient at using carbohydrates, also known as glucose, for fuel, but what alcar does, it more efficiently allows you to use fat as a fuel source. And what that leads to for a lot of individuals is a better mood and better energy levels. And Cognetics has 100 milligrams of acetylcarnitine, which isn't a whole lot. However, I've not found too much of a difference between taking like 100 milligrams and even 300 milligrams. So how they've added this and they've added tyrosine makes Cognetics especially appropriate for people who are fasting, because you'll find that if you take it on a somewhat empty stomach or you take it between meals, then you should get a nice cognitive boost. Next, we've got Bacopa Monnieri at 350 milligrams. Absolutely solid ingredient. In my opinion, the best nootropic that you can take for memory. For those of you who are students, or maybe you're like me and you're trying to get better at specific skills, it's going to help you to memorize things better, and it's going to help you with verbal fluency, because you'll find yourself being able to say things on the spot. Like all your memories are kind of more easily accessible, you can say. I think Choline has 300 milligrams, which is a close competitor, as well as other nootropic blends. And generally that seems to be what's recommended, somewhere about 300 milligrams. So they really nailed it with Bacopa. And combining it with these other ingredients here makes it such that Bacopa is less likely to have those effects that it can have with fatigue. Some people as a side effect notice like a feeling a little bit too relaxed. And I've talked about that in this video over here, why maybe some people should consider avoiding Bacopa. They've done this nicely. because as a result of combining it with like choline, with your tyrosine, with your alcar, and your Rhodiola rosea, then it's such that you're going to get the benefits of Bacopa without feeling some of those side effects that come along with it. Next nootropic, we've got Choline Bitartrate. This one here you can say is an essential nutrient that people need. Choline is found in egg yolks. However, most people are not getting enough choline. So with choline, they've found that especially when you're using nootropics, you need to take more choline because it makes all your nootropics a lot more effective. And that's been my experience. However, with choline bitartrate, it's not the most effective form of choline. Some other really strong choline supplements which I like more are CDP choline, also known as citicholine, and alpha GPCs, as those seem to be more potent and more noticeable for most people, including myself. Looking at the next ingredient, and this is a lot of people's favorite, is theanine. What is theanine? It's an amino acid that's often found in green tea. You can't really find it outside of green tea. And what it's responsible for is making you feel very calm, making you feel relaxed, giving you a level of like easiness. And where it's especially useful is when you're combining it with caffeine. A lot of people have found that when they're taking caffeine or coffee and they combine it with theanine, they feel more easy, they feel less side effects, they even get less of a crash. However, when you take it independently without caffeine, then you just feel really calm. So this dose of 350 milligrams is probably one of the most noticeable things in Cognetics itself. L-theanine, although it's found in green tea, I mean, you would have to take like 8, 9, sometimes 10 tea bags of green tea in order to get the same amount of L-theanine that you would often find in a supplement. So it's good, relaxing, helps to support a better mood, and I like L-theanine a lot. Alright, the next ingredient is Huperzine A. This is one of the most studied nootropics out there. It's been used for years. As a matter of fact, I think 10 years ago or so, when I first discovered nootropics, there was a lot of talk around Huperzine A, around better memory and overall sharpness. However, I've not found it to be effective for me at all, really. And as a matter of fact, most of the studies show Huperzine A being effective with elderly people and people who have Alzheimer's disease. Outside of that, it's very unlikely you'd feel anything from Huperzine A. However, though, it's relatively safe, and some people notice they actually experience lucid dreaming from taking Huperzine A. And then the next nootropic we're looking at is Rhodiola rosea at 200 milligrams. What is it? It's a herb. It's an adaptogen, meaning that it helps to fight off stress, so it makes you more tolerant to stress, makes you have a better relationship to stress, because stress is not a bad thing, stress is a good thing. It would definitely fall under my top 5 nootropics. As a matter of fact, I think that if any nootropic blend was out there that did not have Rhodiola rosea, I would immediately be a bit skeptical, because most people can notice it working, have more physical energy, even your mental fatigue is like gone. How it feels really is like a nap in a pill. Even from the appetite suppression, you get this like a nice stimulating kind of feel, like a nice smooth energetic stimulation, and that allows you to be really productive. Like I found taking a good dose of Rhodiola rosea sometime after lunch allows me to go ahead and get like a nice reset to my day and allows myself to be more productive. So it's kind of similar in the sense you would use L-tyrosine if you need to kind of like grind it out for 2 to 3 more hours at the end of the day. Take a little bit, 200 milligrams to 300 milligrams, and you're pretty much good. It's very effective. One can even argue it's like as effective as 3 or 4 nootropics combined together. And Cognetics having this ingredient, Rhodiola rosea, is one of the reasons why they can say on their website that it allows you to smash through that to-do list, because it's absolutely been true for me. What do I think about Cognetics overall? I mean, 2 thumbs up. This is an absolutely solid product. Even versus some of its competitors, it's much less expensive. Another product which I really like is Choline. Choline, I mean, there's definitely more ingredients. They pretty much got most of the things that Cognetics has in it. However, Choline does not have lion's mane for their own reasons. Cognetics has lion's mane, but Cognetics definitely would beat Alpha Brain, would beat MindLab Pro in my opinion. I think it's more effective. And I mean, again, looking at the expense, what is this? The same price as like getting a Red Bull? Pretty much a no-brainer. This will allow you to try a number of different nootropics at once. Whatever I'm involved in seems to help me in some sort of way. I'm a residential real estate agent, but on top of that, I have side hustles like this YouTube channel. So I'd recommend that you consider checking it out. In the description box below, you'll see the discount code for 15% off. You can type in TheNootropicReviewer on the website once you're ordering. I appreciate your support so much. The best way to get a hold of me is simply through the YouTube comments. I check them at least twice a day, so feel free to hit me up in the comments and I'll likely respond to you if you maybe even have a question. I really appreciate Cognetics for allowing me to review your product. I really like it a lot. And the way I'm going to end this video is with an insertion of another video I've made on nootropics that I use to double my income. That's a true story. You should go check out that video. You'll probably find it quite interesting. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, and when you're subscribing on the YouTube channel, be sure to click the bell icon so you get notified when there's a new video, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye guys, take care. I found it's really helpful to make me get out of my comfort zone, make me more ambitious, and it's an important part of my nootropic stack. But quite honestly, out of the 6 nootropics, if you don't feel anything from one of them, it would probably be this one right here. So if you're going